Hey guys, we're here in Atlanta, Georgia for DragonCon 2016, celebrating its 30th anniversary, entertaining people from all over the US and the world. So, what is DragonCon? DragonCon is the internationally known pop culture convention held each Labor Day weekend in Atlanta, Georgia. DragonCon is enthusiastically organized for fans and features more than 3,300 hours of comics, film, television, costuming, art, music, and gaming over 4 days. The convention seems to consistently be growing, and this year the con will include the Hyatt Regency, Marriott Marquis, the Atlanta Hilton, Sheraton Atlanta Hotel, Westin Peachtree Plaza, and the America Smart Buildings 1 and 2. Organizers were anticipating more than 75,000 fans, along with a large number of dealers, vendors, artists, guests, and volunteers. DragonCon 2015 saw 70,000. With the growing popularity of DragonCon, they've seen these numbers increase each year. Registration is open to the public, so everyone is invited. 4-day memberships start at $120 until July the 15th, then $130 until August the 19th, where 4-day memberships will be $150 between August 20th and 30th. DragonCon does offer 1-day memberships, which can be purchased on site at the Sheraton Atlanta Hotel. Maintaining these numbers can often present its own set of challenges. However, hotel staff and the fantastic volunteers at DragonCon worked diligently to ensure that the flow of people was manageable. This year's official charity is the Atlanta Center for Self-Sufficiency. The ACSS prepares homeless individuals for self-sufficiency, and their various programs offer employment readiness and job placement to empower homeless individuals, allowing them to be productive members in our local communities. Last year, DragonCon raised nearly $100,000 for the Lymphoma Research Foundation, raising this money via merchandise sales and special events. DragonCon organizers are an incredibly conscientious and warm, welcoming group who work with a number of different organizations to ensure that all persons are given the opportunity to participate in this amazing Labor Day weekend. This includes those who may need additional assistance to navigate around this magnificent event. We also had the great privilege of meeting the medical professionals from the Life South Community Blood Centers. Life South Community Blood Centers collects at least 725 units of blood from volunteer donors every day to meet the needs of patients in the hospitals they supply. DragonCon presents an excellent opportunity for those who are willing to participate in helping this amazing organization. There were Life South community professionals who came from various surrounding states to help in this year's efforts. One of the major highlights of DragonCon is the annual parade, which we'll cover a lot more in depth in a separate video. On Wednesday, August the 31st, reporters met at 22 Towers in the Hyatt Regency Hotel. We were introduced to members of the DragonCon media team. The media team is led by none other than the vivacious Dan Carroll, who provided us with an extensive overview of DragonCon's past, along with some of the inner workings of the various volunteers, hotel staff, and local authorities. Dan made it abundantly clear that DragonCon is an inclusive, friendly, diverse, and welcoming environment. Oftentimes, conventions of this nature can be easily stereotyped by the uninformed and those who may not share in this interest, hobbies, or the celebratory spirit that sci-fi conventions represent. DragonCon is featuring more than 400 guests from the world of movies, television, comics, literature, and other universes. The guests will be leading panel discussions and will meet with fans. Some of the top guests include Brian Henson, master puppeteer and son of the late Jim Henson, William Shatner and Carl Urban, who will mark 50 years of Star Trek, plus Alex Kingston, Gillian Anderson, Jack Gleason, Alan Tudyk, and Charlie Cox. DragonCon organizers make a concentrated effort to ensure safety and privacy of the artist, along with being BMI and ASCAP compliant, ensuring that the artist's interest and any movie, TV, print, or radio obligations are strictly followed during the course of their DragonCon visit. As YouTubers, our work is video media dependent. We share our art through vision and video representation, so I'm incredibly grateful that the DragonCon organizers and some of their guests allowed us to give an ever so brief look at the Walk of Fame. The Walk of Fame is one of the most visited areas of DragonCon, and I'm hoping that in time, we as YouTubers, videographers, can illustrate that our form of media attempts to capture these events in a respectful and professional manner, ensuring that our audience, subscribers, and visitors can experience for themselves the sights and sounds of this extraordinary experience that we take part in. Many of the celebrities were part of panels. The lines to attend these popular affairs stretched throughout the hotels and even circumnavigated the buildings for an entire block. These panels include workshops and contests hosted by more than 35 different fandoms, covering everything from science fiction and fantasy, gaming, comics, science, literature, puppetry, and film. These workshops gives attendees a chance to work closely with experts on writing, art, acting, costuming, and as far-reaching as astronomy. Other programming events included live concert, puppet shows, late-night parties, DJ-hosted dances, and Thursday night wrestling. Here we see the team working diligently to prepare the artist gallery, which will be filled with some spectacular and magnificent works by some of the incredibly gifted artists that were attending DragonCon. I will include links to all the activities covered here in this segment. Simply click on the Show More button below this video to get all the pertinent information outlined in this series. And that's going to wrap up segment 1 of our visit to DragonCon. Stay tuned by following me on Twitter and clicking on this watermark. You can subscribe. This will allow you to know when the next upload will be available. In the next DragonCon series, we'll be focusing a little more on cosplay and visiting some of the other areas of the con.